Jürgen, you've had an incredible couple of days. How are you feeling?
Good. Yeah, it is like it always is, and I think a lot of people had this before. I didn't have it before because that's so it was new for me. Yeah, it was like always. I think one not too good night, and then you get a surgery, and then everything is okay again. That's how it is. So I feel good, and yeah, back in the race.
Aside from, I'm sure you were told quickly, the disappointment of the result, the disappointment of some of the fans walking out as well. How did you feel about the whole thing on the weekend?
Yeah, that's not too easy for me to say too much about it because I heard about it, of course, about this problem, but I had a lot of things to do in the last few weeks, and so now I know it's my problem too, of course. So, but everything I could say about this now, I think would make it more complicated because I have to, first of all, I have to collect a few informations, and what I know is that everybody in the club is big interest to find a solution for this, of course. So it's not what we want, of course. We don't want that the people leave the stadium before the game is finished. So that's it. That's all I can say about this. But of course, when I heard it, I was disappointed. Clear.
I mean, for you personally, for most people to have an operation like that, they probably wouldn't be back at work for a long time afterwards. But for you, it's a couple of days and you're straight back in. Is it a case of getting as much information as you can now and trying to move on with the job?
No, it's because I feel good. That's pretty easy. So I feel bad, then you should stay at home maybe. But I feel good, and to be very thankful for the doc for our dog, because he said we should go to hospital. I was not too sure, and then the surgeon was great, season ticket holder. When he told me that we both don't want to see the game, I said okay, sorry. So I had the best maybe nurses. Well, everything was okay. So I'm still I feel really good. So that's the only reason why I'm here. So if I'm not fit, then I can't help here, so then I would be at home. But no, everything is okay, and we don't have to talk about this anymore.
Can I just ask you one question? Because I'm going to sound like a worried father or something now, but you get quite excited on the touchline.
Yeah.
Will they need to strap you down if you go to West Ham? Or will you be okay to go through your gamut of emotions that you tend to?
No, I think I'm experienced enough to know that for me it was not a normal coaching game. So of course I don't want to jump or things like this. So I have a few holes in my body. Hopefully the water stays in. I have to look afterwards, and that's all. So I know about this. So it's that's not. I can't win the game with my emotions outside. I know this, so I can handle it. No worries.
As far as your team selection is concerned, we saw Daniel on the bench and training quite a lot. Could this be the one that he is involved in? Might he even start for the game at West Ham?
Yeah, we didn't decide until now about the starting lineup. We have now, of course, very important session, and he was fit enough to be on the bench. It was impressive. The last session on Friday night, so we thought, come on, if there's a chance for 10-15 minutes, we should try it. But spoke to him and he said, yeah, would like to. But then the game had a different story, and so there was no possibility to do this with the 2 early changes. And yeah, it's with him. I hope like it is with Devok and Phil. They will be in the training too, and today, and are in the squad hopefully for tomorrow. And then we have to. Then it's a little bit complicated because it's overtime is possible, right? Yeah. So then it's a bit complicated with changing and things like this, and we have to look who will start. They can't start all together. That's not possible because then we have to change 3 times because a whole game will be too much in this moment. So that's what we have to figure out how we do it best. But yeah, we will find a solution for sure.
Yeah, because it's such a busy month. I think should you get through this tie to the next round, I think you'll have 8 games in a month that you would have played. So, do you go back to the team that played against West Ham in the first game? Is this in a way a competition you sacrifice to progress in others?
No. I thought I said always we only make the lineup to go in the next round. Yeah. So I know. No, it was always about who is available and who made the last game. So we have a lot of players they are off today. So but we have we'll have 20 players in training. At this moment we have something, I think 38 players in our squad. So with all the young lads involved, and we always train with them, and then the rest can rest, and that's what we are always doing. And so today, a few players are off, and tomorrow, we will make a squad for the game, but it's not. No, it's not like Exeter or something like this, because a lot of players are now available and it's good for them to play. And so we will have, I think, a different lineup.
Yeah, again, if you decide to give a number of the younger players an opportunity in the game against West Ham, because they gave a really credible account of themselves in the first game against a pretty strong West Ham team. And have you got the confidence they'd be able to do that again? If that's
how can I say? Never in my life I had a problem with confidence. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's. So no, that's how I said before the West Ham game. It's easy to be brave against Exeter, or easier, but. Yeah, it was necessary to be brave against West Ham in the first game, but I didn't feel it was too brave, to be honest. It was a normal decision in the situation, and we will make again decisions for this situation. And now we have, a few of the young players are not available in this moment. I'm sorry for Cameron Brannigan. He's ill, so that's a shame for him because he played really well. But the other players did really a good job. So I think the fullbacks will be similar. One of the other midfield position will be similar. But then we can fill up with players you usually would accept in FA Cup. And so that's what we have. Only to always we try to find the best solution for our situation, and we don't think too much about the competition because we don't make a difference. It's we can't say this game is not so important. How you see it, each game for us is very, very important, and so we will try to find a lineup to beat West Ham at West Ham, and that's not too easy. We felt when we were there, but the last game was a good game for us against West Ham. We saw what we are able to do, and we should do it again or better, and then we have a chance.
West Ham have had a good season, haven't they? This is the 4th time Liverpool have played them. The first time at Anfield was before you were appointed manager. Not so much in the cup game, but in the other matches, Dimitri Payet has had a real influence on the game. He's a fantastic season. How do you go about making sort of special plans for somebody of that talent who can switch a game and change it?
We played against Payet when he was at Marseille, so I knew him before, and this is you can't usually, how I understand it, football in these times should not. We should not try to find a solution only for Payet. Or the solution is to avoid the passes to Payet. So if he don't have the ball, he doesn't have the ball too often, then it's not possible to have the biggest influence on the game. That's how football should work, I think. And we have no player who we can say, come on, follow him, if necessary, to the restroom. Yeah? So it's we play our football, and so it's he can decide games for sure, but only if we give him the opportunity. And if we play our best, what should be the target again. And I mean, when I saw the Sunderland game, of course, and a lot of things, I think everybody could see it were really good, but at the end especially, it was not enough. So, but again, so you can see a lot of things get better and better, and we have to bring this consistently on the pitch in different formations. That's the challenge. And of course we will have a different formation to Saturday, but if we can do it similar, then it's not too easy to play against us. And I can't say anything about the first game against West Ham when I was not in charge, but the second game we were really bad. So, and that's the reason why they could win. So if we are better, it's more difficult, and that should be the first step.
This competition is obviously a good chance for some of those young players, regardless if they play this West Ham game, a good chance to show what they can do. I mean, how much do you think they've grown in this competition, do you think?
I think it's very important. The young players are similar in one thing: they have big dreams, and that's cool and that's good. And if you then see that it's not only a dream, that it could be, could become realistic, then that's an absolutely good sign. It's a very important sign in a career, and so I think for this but it was very important, but now. Yeah, we will see. That's how I said. We have time, and we give them time. So that's very important. If they do the same, and if they feed the same patience, and then it's then a lot of things can happen in the future, and that's what we all want. And that's not only because of FA Cup or West Ham. That's about development in general, and that's what we are working for.
How much of a debrief do you actually get on Saturday's game in terms of the game itself?
Sorry?
How much of a debrief did you get on Saturday's game and what happened in the game?
I watched the game.
You watched it?
Yeah, afterwards. That's possible.
How soon afterwards?
Is it important? Yesterday. We want the time or what? Why it's interesting? I don't understand. I saw the game. I spoke to all my coaches, and what I heard before was that what I saw afterwards. So it was not necessary to give the points away. But that's not to change anymore. And I can say it's a big difference if you are in a deep sleep during the game or on the bench. So so if you can't change it anymore, it feels different. So it's happened. It's over, and we have to. In this moment, it's easier for me to say we have to carry on and take the positive things out of this game. There were a lot of positive things in this game, and if you pick out the last 10 minutes, then it was a really good game. How you should play. We could have scored a few more goals, and how we conceded the goals was not too good. How it is always, and that's all. But it's not the only information I need for to understand what our situation is in this moment.